Hi guys, this is Spell from Speedwapp and you are most welcome to today's tutorial. So for today, it's all about background. We are going to learn how to use background when it comes to Speedwapp. So let's quickly get started. First of all, this is my main editing page, okay? Or this is my main background page and I'm not satisfied with it. So for me to change the background of my page, all I have to do is to click on style, which is right here, and then just locate background color. So I can decide to change the color of my background to any other color I want, okay? Now the next thing is that if you want to make this background transparent, you just have to play with this transparent wheel right here. Now that is how to change the background of your main editor or of your page, all right? Now let me show you, or let's quickly move on to how to change the background of an element, okay? So let me drag and drop a row. Now when I drag and drop a row, the row is divided into columns. So if I want to change the background of column 1, all I have to do is to click on it and just locate the color wheel right here. And depending on which color I want to change it to, I can just drag and change it to. Or I can just play with the color wheel and just change the background of each and every column. Now that is how to easily change the background of an element. It's very easy and I'm sure you've been able to do something on your own. Okay, now let's quickly move on. Now, before we move ahead, I want you to know that by default, when nothing is selected on your page or when nothing is selected in your main editor, whatever changes you make up here is going to affect the main page if nothing is selected. So let me quickly drag and drop some elements and fill the element with text to see what happens to our editor or to see what happens to those elements. Now I have 2 elements in my editor. By default, if nothing is selected on your page or in your editor, whatever changes you make is going to affect the main page, and also the element on the page is going to inherit its properties. So if I make changes or if I select any of these buttons over here, it's going to affect the main page and equally affect the elements because the element will inherit the properties of the main page. So I've not selected anything yet and I want to change the font style of my page. Now I want to change the font style of my page to Korean New. The element is going to inherit the property of the page. Okay, that is how it works. Now if I also change the font color, the element is equally going to inherit the property of the main page. Okay, so now I'm changing the font color, and as you can see, this has been changed to red and this has equally been changed to red as well. Okay, I'm just going to move it back to black. All right, now you can also decide to align to the left. You can decide to align to the center, and if you align the page to the center, it automatically moves your element to the center because every element on the page inherits the property of the main editor if nothing is selected at all. And I hope that is clear. So you can just decide to try something on your own to see how it works. Now, if you don't like the way your background is looking, or if you want to change your background to an image, it can easily be done. All you have to do is to click on the main page and just go to the style panel, which is already open. Then just click on this box right here to make changes to your background into an image. So first of all, let's just delete everything we have inside our editor. Right now we have a blank editor, or we have a blank page. Now what we want to do at this moment is to change this background color into an image. So all you have to do is to select or click on style, and it brings you to it opens up the style panel for you. Then the next thing you are supposed to do is to look for the background, which is right here. Now you click on this blank image right here. So when you click on it, it's going to open up this pop-up box for you. You can choose to upload the image from anywhere it's being saved on your desktop or your laptop. Now I want to choose it for my computer. So anywhere it's saved, I just go click on it. Then I click on open. And it's going to fill the background for me. All right, that is how to change the background or your background to an image. Now when you come right here, okay, this gives you the opportunity to do a whole lot of changes to your background. So when you click on default, okay, you can just click on in no repeat and you can see what is happening to the image in my background. So you can just decide to play with any of this, repeat Y, repeat X, and see what happens to the image in your background. Now when you click on the size drop down arrow, we have cover and contain, so you can just decide to click on cover, and now look at what has happened to the image at my background. When I change it to contain, it's just going to change. So just keep playing with any of these things at all. If you want to add something new to your background, feel free to explore. If you want to add a border, you can also click on the solid border, the dash border, or the dotted border. And also, if you want to give your border a curved shape, just feel free to play with any of these buttons to design something unique on your own. If you want to give your background a margin, you can also play with the upper margin, and it is going to, as you can see, it's being moved. Okay, it's going to indicate right there. So just try other things, to see what your background will look like. So it's very, very simple. And that brings us to the end of today's tutorial on background. And now, if you stayed with me from the beginning to the end, as always, I am super grateful. But at this moment, if you have not subscribed to our channel, if you have not subscribed to the Speedwapp channel, please do click on the subscribe button. So anytime we drop or anytime we post any educative content or any interesting content on website creation, you receive the notification and watch that tutorial.